you used to sleep. Not perfectly, but you slept. And somewhere along the way, that changed. Maybe you wake up at 3 a.m. with a mind that just won't stop. Maybe you fall asleep fine and then suddenly you're wide awake at 2, staring at the ceiling, running through everything you didn't finish and everything you're worried about tomorrow. Maybe you are exhausted all day long, but the moment your head hits the pillow, your brain decides it's time to talk about everything under the sun. If any of that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Because it isn't just stress. There is something happening in your body. And especially if you're a woman in your 40s or 50s. And once you understand the things I'm going to share with you, it will actually start to make sense. Here's what's going on in your body. Sleep is regulated by 2 things working together: your cortisol rhythm and your sex hormones, particularly progesterone and estrogen. And in your 40s and into perimenopause and menopause, both of these start to shift. Progesterone, which has a natural, calming, almost sedative effect, begins to decline. So the thing that used to help your nervous system settle at night, there's less of it. At the same time, cortisol, your stress hormone, can become dysregulated. And normally it should be low at night and rise in the morning to wake you up. But when you've been running on stress, caregiving, not sleeping, not resting, too much work, cortisol can spike at 2 or 3. And that's often what wakes you up, with that sudden jolt and heart racing slightly, mind already moving. The part that matters the most is that this isn't weakness and this isn't anxiety disorder. This is your body responding to years of output without enough input, and the hormonal shifts that are completely real and completely normal. So you are not broken, your body is just asking for something different. So what does it need? 3 things I want to share with you. 1 for your nervous system, 1 for your body, and 1 for your mental state. Now, breathing. The first is breath work. And I want to give you something specific, not just breathe deeply, but when cortisol spikes at night, your nervous system is in a mild fight or flight state. And the fastest way to get instant access to interrupt it is through your breath. Because breathing is the one thing in your autonomic nervous system that you actually can consciously control. It's the key to your nervous system. The pattern I use and teach is extended exhale breathing. The exhale activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and recovery state. The longer the exhale compared to the inhale, the more powerful the effect. Here's what it looks like. You inhale for 4 counts and you exhale for 6 to 8. That's it. And you can do this lying in bed. When you wake up at 3 a.m., you don't have to get up, you don't have to do anything except breathe out slowly. Do it for 10 breaths. Most people are back to sleep before they finish. It's simple, no app required, and it's free, and it works because it's working with your biology, not against it. The second tool is more of a mental thing as well as a physical thing. It's a body scan. And if you've tried any other meditations on this channel, you already know this one. When your mind is racing at night, trying to think your way to calm, it doesn't work. So you have to go below the thoughts into sensation. The body scan does that by moving your attention through your physical body one part at a time, which interrupts the mental loop. And you start to feel again. Start at your feet or your head, and you just notice. You don't have to do anything. You feel the weight, the temperature, whether there's tension or there's ease, and then you move slowly upward or downward. By the time most people reach their knees or their shoulders, the mental chatter, it quiets down. And by the time you reach your hips, you're halfway asleep. I have full guided body scans on this channel. I'll link them at the end of the video. But you can also do a simple version on your own. You just have to start by moving your attention slowly from your feet or your head, upward or downward, staying with each area for a few breaths. It's really easy. Now the third tool is the one that most people kind of skip. Now, it's nutrition. I studied nutrition because I wanted to understand what the body actually needs and not just what wellness culture tells us. The sleep is deeply connected to what you eat, especially in the evenings. Two things I want to highlight. First, your blood sugar stability at night. If you eat a high sugar or refined carbohydrate dinner and nothing afterwards, your blood sugar can drop in the middle of the night, and that drop triggers a cortisol spike to bring it back up. That's another reason for the 3 a.m. wake up that we don't talk about enough. A small protein-based snack in the evening, something like a few nuts or a yogurt or maybe an egg, whatever suits your fancy, can help keep blood sugar stable through the night. The second I know you heard about, it's magnesium, and it's involved in over 300 processes in the body, and a lot of women over 40 are deficient in it. It plays a direct role in regulating sleep, calming the nervous system, and supporting progesterone. So dark leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, and my favorite, dark chocolate. Or, to make it simple, magnesium glycinate supplement in the evening. These aren't magic, but combined with the breath work and the body scan, they start to add up because you're working with your body on multiple levels at once. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. And for women like us in the middle of transitions and carrying a lot and rebuilding, sleep is the foundation that everything else rests on. So when you sleep, your body repairs, your hormones rebalances, your nervous system processes what the day held. And you wake up just a little bit more yourself, with more of yourself available. So start small. Tonight, just the breath. Inhale 4, exhale 6 to 8 for 10 breaths. See what happens. If you want to go deeper, I have guided body scan meditations linked below. It's some of the most watched content on this channel, and it works well, especially paired with the rest of the stuff I shared today. And if something in this video resonated, if you recognize yourself in the woman who wakes up at 3 a.m. wondering where she went, who am I now? I also have a free workbook link below called Finding Your Way. It's a gentle, compassionate tool for exactly the kind of season you then might be in. So I'll see you in the next one. Come as you are.